Thank you for attending the Cannabis Investor Webcast. Our platform sponsors are Mentor Capital Incorporated, Cannabis Science Incorporated, Technical 420, Kaya Holdings Incorporated, Nemus Bioscience Incorporated, Toriga Sciences Incorporated, and Pathogen DX. Please reserve the date, May 23rd, 2016, for the Cannabis Publicly Traded Companies, Investors, Analysts, Media Conference. The website address is cannainvestorconference.com. Again, CANNA investorconference.com. Our next presenter is from Happy Valley Collective. Cal is the CEO and President of Happy Valley Collective. Cal, give me a couple of seconds and I will make you the presenter and turn over the screen to you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and thank you for allowing us to present our business to you. We are Happy Valley Collectives. We are the premier delivery network in Southern California and in Michigan. Mostly in Michigan now. It's in a Metro Detroit area, and we are expanding. We started Happy Valley in 2009 due to the need of our people in different areas of Southern California that the city ordinance didn't allow for dispensaries to be open. So a lot of the people that they needed the product had to travel 30-40 miles just to get their medicine from dispensaries. So we provided the service to them in cities at the beginning that it did not allow the dispensaries to be open. That it grew to more than just the medical marijuana. We've seen the need that people that they could not, smoke. They did not want to smoke it. So we introduced our edibles to them. We introduced our tinctures to them, our pills, alternatives. They can get they're the same medicinal effect as smoking the medical marijuana. So from that we grew so big that we start reaching out to other areas. That's when we started the network, the dealers network. And our business model is we have the dealers in our collective that they provide for the patients in their area, but they can get the same benefits as being a big, part of a big company. They don't have to carry as much products on hand, but they can get the discounted pricing that high buyers get. We currently have so the Happy Valley chain goes, from the suppliers, which is the growers, to us. We package it, we label it, we make it available for our dealers. Our dealers, they place an order based on what the customer needs when the patients call them, and it's delivered to the customer in a very professional manner. All of our dealers go through extensive training on what each strains affect, what they can use, how they can use it. So we educate our customers of what's going, what they need and what they don't need. Before, what they had to do is Actually, there are so many strains in the market now that uh, they didn't know what's gonna, uh, what's gonna value them, what's gonna make sense for them to use. Um, Most of the information used to come from recreational users, of how it makes them feel. But for the medical marijuana industry, we needed to make sure that customers get an educated, um, decision on which one to use for what reason that they have. Uh, so as of now, we have 4 dealers in the state of California, and we have 2 dealers in the state of Michigan. We are growing rapidly uh, because of the closure of the dispensaries, especially in the LA County um, area, that a few months ago they closed over 300 dispensaries. Um, so because of they didn't follow rules, they changed the city ordinance. Um, Crime rate is going up with the dispensaries. Criminals figuring that if they can hit a dispensary close to the end of the day, they're not only going to steal cash, but they can steal a product as well. They're going to go to, to the street, around the corner um, and sell the products as well. So uh, it became more enticing for criminals to go and hit the dispensaries. So because of all of these changes, uh, a lot of people are uh, going towards delivery services. Um, it's people again when they go on, they buy the stuff, they their products, they go out. Somebody can be waiting for them, around the corner near their car, to rob them. So, uh, so because of that, uh, you know, people call us. We go to their place. We make sure that they have what they need. Uh, our growth is strategy for now is 5 more dealers, 2016. Um, One of the things what we want to do also is position ourselves in the state of California. It's going to go on a ballot for the 2016 election for medical marijuana. I mean, for the marijuana to be uh, uh, legal for recreational use. So we're trying to position ourselves for that as well. We have the clientele for now. We have the growers. Uh, it's just a matter of positioning ourselves when that happens and knowing the law. Uh, Again, our supply chain. We're understanding what the customer wants, what the customer needs. Understanding our growers, what they can do, how uh, the delivery time, how they can produce. Um, some of um, our growers, they grow some of the strains uh, for us based on the demand for that. So if we go and we ask for a specific strain, some of our growers will accommodate that. We just gotta be signing up with one of the growers that is growing um, some some plants with a high level of CBD. CBD, it's not really a common thing in the medical marijuana industry. Uh, THC is a focus, but CBD, people now they're understanding what it is, what the value for it. Epilepsy is a is a big thing for to use CBD with. Uh, you see it in the market now that it's they're saying we have CBD that is available, that is legal. This CBD is made out of hemp. It's not made out of medical grade marijuana. So it doesn't really get you uh, the same effect that you're looking for that you get from the CBD. So we're gonna be exclusive uh, uh, delivery marketing company for that specific uh, growers. Uh, as you can see, our current revenues, what our dealers make, the number of patients that they have, uh, all of these patients that you see for each dealer, they are under the membership of the Happy Valley Collective. Um, what that means is, I'm sure everybody is familiar or have a knowledge of the laws of the marijuana. They carried on hand so many plants, so many mature plants, so many small plants. So, or let's say the LA dealer, he has 230 patients, but actually they can, because they are part of, our collective, they piggyback on hand. The dealers don't have to uh, buy it, and stock it. Some dealers they like to, uh, just keep stock on hand. Some dealers uh, they, depends about the area, they don't. So we keep the stock uh, uh, with us. We have uh, a packaging uh, facility that we weigh, we package nicely, not in Ziploc bag like some of the delivery. It's labeled. It's the name of the strand, when it was packaged, so the patient knows that they're getting a high quality fresh product all the time. It's not something that has been sitting with us for a long time, and it uses its potency. Uh, our forecast for 2016, like we said, it's uh, not only grow in our current market, but looking in new markets that they are passing the law, legalizing the medical marijuana in these states. Um, we're looking into Colorado, we're looking into Washington, Atlanta, uh, all of these new markets that is coming up because of our experience. We can go into the market and launch our business successfully. Our growth and for year one, and after that, growing uh, more new markets. We're looking for 22 dealers, with 554,000 gross annually. Um, that's uh, uh, that's kind of like on uh, a low point, but we are seeing a tremendous change into the market. A lot of people uh, want to join us. We are very specific of which dealer we have, and um, if we know that they can't follow the rules uh, because there are laws, and it's still um, you have to deal with a federal law that is still illegal to use, medical marijuana. Uh, Happy Valley branding. What we've done is we came up with our own brands for tincture, which is a spray that it's infused with cannabis. It has a high level of the THC. It's an alternative to smoking. It's an alternative to eating stuff with sugar. Um, some of the patients, especially cancer patients, they cannot uh, eat sometimes something that has sugar in it because of the nausea and stuff like that. So the tincture uh, it's a very good alternative. It works within 15 minutes. 3 sprays under the tongue, and it flows like a smoke in a joint. Um, Pills are again the same thing. It's just taking the tincture. Uh, that's for people that they don't want to use. And after that, we created our canna butter. And if you see the canna butter in the market these days, most of them are, uh, has water or fillers. Um, they use, to extract the THC from the buds and infuse the butter with it. Ours doesn't have that, although it looks green, and uh, we do most of our edibles in green for a reason, because we don't want people to confuse it into, when they have it into their fridge or into, the cabinet or something like that, that somebody might think it's, oh, Rice Krispies, well, let me have a few pieces, before you know it, you're in La La Land. But so all of our edibles are in a green format. It has labels that it's cannabis infused, not for just daily use. Use it for medicinal use. We also carry our Rice Krispies, chocolate, uh, candies and lollipops, brownies, cookies. It's all made by us. It's all packaged by us, uh, and we make it in small batches. Some of the dispensaries buy from us, but most of our products are, for the edibles, are sold by our dealers to our members for now. Um, what makes us unique is the way our business model is structured. Um, we have our dealers. Our dealers will make a sale, uh, piggyback on other dealers' members because they are part of us. They get the benefit of low overhead because all the packaging, weighing, all the logistics is controlled by Happy Valley. The dealers, the only thing they have to do is market, uh, uh, get the product, and deliver it to their patients on a timely fashion. Uh, uh, as of uh, as of now, I'm the CEO and the president of Happy Valley. A managing president, managing partner. Uh, I established uh, the business in 2009. Uh, Took the training, talked to lawyers, talked to growers, talked to uh, people have been in the industry for years to get this business started in and operating, excuse me, in a very legal fashion. Um, we assist in patients and bring the proper recommendations. We have some doctors that are on hand, and we recommend our patients for it. There's even some patients that they don't have the right that we actually took to the doctors to get their recommendations so they can get their medications. Uh, we created our own labels for the textures and edibles. Uh, we created the kind of butter that is made with no fillers, no water. Tastes exactly the same as regular butter. You still get that same effect as of the THC, uh, the Rice Krispies. Uh, we also created a topical cannabis infused oils and lotions, and these are people that they have uh, muscle problems or joint problems that uh, uh, they just want to use it on a specific area, to get the whole effect, body effect, when using. Uh, uh, the Happy Valley team is consisted of highly educated people that they have a specific uh, role within our business, within a collective. Um, Mr. Thomas Johnson, he has a PhD in biochemistry. Um, uh, he is uh, now in the state of Washington, um, and he is one of our creator for um, new markets for us. Um, Mr. Isaac is, he is a partner in the business, and his role is um, working on uh, deploying this strategy, to acquire growth funding. Um, what we're looking for in here is actually $500,000 in investment, and what's that for is to get um, uh, to acquire other dealers, smaller dealers that are in the area, to grow uh, our members. Uh, we also gonna be expanding our edibles for um, other markets. Uh, Acquiring different new markets in the industry as well within different states. Uh, Mr. Haid, he is our uh, uh, he is our uh, marketing as well for our organization, and Ms. Paul is you know our growth and development and branding uh, uh, specialist within our organization. Uh, that's my presentation for now. Thank you for your patience. If you have any questions, please do so now.
Thank you, Kyle. Give me a couple of seconds. Queue up questions. Our first question is, who are your competitors? And
Well, go ahead.
yeah, well, I guess there's a second part. They say something about Ease and Uber, and is the medical app that they own, do they have a medical marijuana service attached to that business? So I guess it's a two-part question.
Well, our competitive now are uh, some of the dispensaries that they are in the area. We have a few uh, a few owners that they have multiple dispensaries. Uh, of course, when people just can walk into a dispensary, they can just acquire their medication and walk away. They don't have to wait for anybody. Uh, but at the same time, unfortunate for the dispensaries, because everybody, into this business needs to succeed, I believe. But because of the change of the ordinance and the closures of the dispensaries, uh, some of these dispensaries keep moving around, just to keep operating, which is at this, that confuses, the customer base, because, if you go one place, you're going to go another place. Um, the other two applications uh, uh, that you just mentioned are just applications. Uber is basing the medical marijuana delivery based on their success, I believe, for the car service industry. Uh, is it going to work? I see a lot of potential problems with these applications because they don't know who these dealers are. They don't know if they're going to operate within uh, the guidelines and the laws of the state of California. Uh, and that's a big potential issue for them because uh, if you don't have the background on the people, you don't know what's going on with it. So I see a lot of potential problems with these applications. We are in the development of an application like this, but it's for our dealers. And what it does, it's going to do is the member gonna go in. They're gonna have uh, all their information uh, filled in. We're gonna check if they have, and if their recommendation is still valid with the doctors. Uh, After that, they can, when they get approved, they can, have a specific order for that dealer, and they gonna be able to pay online. Uh, so that gives our dealers security and safety as well. That there's no money exchange at that time. They're just gonna go and deliver, and the money is already paid for it.
Okay, next question. How much are you looking for in funding, short-term and long-term, and what are you going to use the funding for?
For short term, we're looking at 150,000. For long term, it's 500,000. Uh, what we're going to be doing is acquire other dealers in the area to be part of our network. This eliminates the competition um, uh, in the area for us. Uh, some of the smaller dealers, they just buy the cheapest stuff that they can afford and try to sell it for uh, a high, high value, to get their money. If we can show them that they can still make the same amount of money with, uh, giving the highest grade products, to their patients, uh, that will be beneficial for them, beneficial for their patients, and of course, for us, it eliminates the competition, and we work, become part of us, uh, and the more we get their patients, rolled in uh, our collective, we will be able to uh, buy higher volumes when, at a cheaper rate. We're going to also expand our edibles facilities to produce more. As of now, our production is limited to the need of just our patients and our dealers. Uh, we want to expand our brand to have uh, dispensaries carrying it. Um, People from other areas uh, that they can come and buy it wholesale and sell it in their areas.
Next question, Cal. Ease just raised $10 million in funding for their medical marijuana app. What benefits do you think the investors that invested in Ease, what benefits do you think they saw in the sector, the delivery sector, that made them invest that type of money?
Well, what they did is they based their business model as of on Uber, and Uber has been successful. Uh, so the investors looked at it as a new sector of the delivery service. Uh, it's somebody that hasn't been offering uh, uh, to people. Um, the ease of getting the product from point A to point B. So uh, all of these benefits actually the industry, and that's why the investors looked at it as uh, a new product in the industry, and they have a niche market for it.
Okay. The next question, clarify the terminology dealers. That's a good question because when you say dealers, I'm thinking I'm thinking drug dealers. So,
uh,
could you clarify that term?
well, thank you for that question because a lot of people they do think that a dealer, as soon as we say dealer, it's kind of like uh, uh, somebody's around the corner, is telling you, hey, guy, you want some, you want some. It's not, it's not what it is with us. As a for by law, you have to have if you are in the company, you have to be a certain member to be able to um, actually supply the product to patients uh, within your collective. So uh, to be a dealer, and what a dealer is, it's just somebody that buys it from us wholesale and sells it to his clients, retail. Uh, that's what we mean by a dealer. Uh, maybe a supplier, we can do that, but that's what a dealer does.
Okay, I don't know if you can answer this next question, Cal, but how much are you doing in revenues and what does your margins look like? And the second part is, how does your margins look at after you scale or ramp up? Do they get better?
Okay, let me see if I can go back. Uh, okay, as you see, for uh, this is our revenue. That's what the dealers make. Uh, it's the last column is what we make as an that's net after everything. So as of now, our net revenue uh, just for the Happy Valley Collective is close to $30,000 a month. Uh, you know, our dealers, of course, they, uh, that's their sales, um, and that's not their revenue. That's how much they do in sales. Uh, the last one is $30,000. We're gonna rev it up to more than 150,000 revenue each month for Happy Valley because of the more dealers we acquire, the more products we can buy, the better price we can negotiate for the products.
Okay, Cal, so the 30,000, the 29.7 is your net. What does your profit margins look like on that 29.7?
It's about 22,000 to 22%.
You got 22% margins. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, ask a question again, so I'll make sure that I
Well, that
understand what.
that 29,700. That's revenue. That's HVC revenue. Is that correct?
No, that's profit.
Oh, that's the profit.
That's our profit.
Got you. Okay.
No, that's our profit. That's after all overhead overheads and things like that. That's our profit.
And as you scale, I'm assuming that your margins go up as you scale and get other dealers and things of that nature.
Correct. You're gonna have to look at it, and as we scale up and we have more dealers, we're gonna have more demands. So we're gonna have to hire some, extra, help, for the weight, the packaging industry. I mean the packaging sector of it. But it's nominal, to be honest with you, of uh, uh, the increase is going to be in that. It's not gonna be more than probably 2% of the overhead when we do that. But at the same time, we will be able to negotiate uh, a better pricing with our growers, and uh, some of that price break, we pass it to our dealers as well. So they're gonna benefit as well, for getting a better price. So if they sell uh, at the same rate at what they're selling now, and they sell at the same current market pricing, they're going to be making actually more money than what they're doing now uh, because of the price break.
Next question, Cal. Edibles business would seem like it would be a distraction, or are there synergies with edibles and your core delivery business?
Uh, no, it will not be. As of, like I said, as of now, we only produce the edibles for the demand of our patients. We gonna be increasing, and it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different marketing people for it. Uh, our dealers are not gonna, when we expand our edible sector of it, uh, our dealers are not gonna be uh, required to just go and sell this. They focus on their own patients for now, growing their own business. Um, and after that, we're gonna have a different team, that is gonna be marketing and selling the edibles for, the other areas.
You got a question here, but I think you answered it on this current slide. How many patients do you care give for? And I think it's this slide here. I calculate that's about almost 1,000 patients right there.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's growing as even our dealers now, they're growing their own uh, numbers of patients uh, as much as they can handle. Uh, you know, and what's nice about our business model is, before, when I was doing it by myself, I had to go and meet with the growers, get the product, come back, you know, weigh it, package it, uh, get all the calls that I have from my patients, deliver it. It was, uh, it was overwhelming after a while. Uh, for now, the dealers don't have to do that. They just take the calls and take the product and deliver it to their patients. They have more time to acquire more patients, uh, and uh, the way we're doing it, as soon as one of uh, the dispensaries are too focused in one area. We market in that area, to get these patients into, our collective, and showing the benefit of our service.
The next question, Kyle. Do you have existing investors, or did you grow the business with personal funds and operating cash?
As of now, we don't have any investors. It was our personal investment from that we put in it. Like I said, I started the business with my own money. I grew the business, and after that, Isaac became partner, and he come up with funds, but it's all personal funds for now that we do.
Next question, are you open to acquisition or just funding?
Well, we are open to acquisition if it's the right deal for us, if it's the right deal for our dealers. If that presents itself and it makes sense for everybody, we're open for that. Yes.
Okay, Kyle, that concludes our Q&A. If you can put up that last slide, contact slide. Okay, there's Kyle's contact information if any investors would like to call Kyle directly. Kyle, any last closing statements or comments regarding Happy Valley Collective?
Well, I want to thank everybody for their participation and allowing us to present to them. Happy Valley is growing and growing rapidly, and that's what we're looking for. The investment funds, 500,000, to be able to accomplish that growth. If anybody that have more questions that comes up later on, they can contact me, contact Frida, Isaac, any one of us. If you don't remember our email address, just go to happyvalleycollective.com and shoot me an email or call me from there. These are the phone numbers that you have in here are our personal numbers, so you get straight to us, not for the collective number.
Well, thank you, Cal. I think you have a great business model. I'm sure this will not be the last time you'll be on the webcast. I think investors, once they take a look at your model, they will find it very attractive. So we're looking forward to hearing from you in the future and getting the updates on your outreach to investors. But thank you, and that concludes our presentations for today. Again, make sure you visit our website and also reserve the date, May 23rd, 2016, for the Canna Publicly Traded Companies Investor Analyst and Media Conference, which will be May 23rd, 2016. The website is cannainvestorconference.com, C-A-N-N-A investorconference.com. Thank you, Kyle, and we really appreciate you presenting on the Cannabis Investor Webcast.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you, Kyle.